Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. This is Bhaskar Jogi. I'm having 24 years of experience in the IT industry. I trained, lakhs of students all over the world. So today is the second demo. So if you missed yesterday's demo, I strongly recommend to watch yesterday's class, and that is uploaded in my YouTube channel. You can go to Bhaskar Jogi YouTube channel and you should be able to subscribe, and you will be able to get a lot of success stories of different people over there, and you will be able to find lot of interview questions, lot of daily recorded videos will get uploaded. I strongly recommend to subscribe a Bhaskar Jogi channel from YouTube. Thank you guys, and today let us talk about today is the second day demo, right? So this is demo of two. So I wanted to take today and tomorrow is the final demo. So we are going to be talking about lot many important things, guys. If you're attending today first time, means you have to fill the form. This form I have given in the chat window. You have to mention your email address, full name with surname, location, mobile number, name of the organization. Some more people are coming from uh, Jagruti, I think, right? So Jagati Networks. So if you're coming from Jagati Networks, you can just mention the name of the institution there and click on subscribe. If you're coming from Go Online, simply you can use Go Online. So this form you need to fill so that daily recorded videos will be posted after the class, right? Even though you miss one class, daily recorded videos we're going to be posting so that you will be able to watch them after some time. Thank you, guys. So let me just go back and try to, if you have any questions anytime, right? Whether it is a doubts clarification session or it is a career counseling session, if you wanted to connect with me directly, this is my number, this is my mail ID. You can directly call me or directly you can ask me saying that, sir, I have this question in the lab, or I'm doing a lot of revision. I'm not able to understand this concept. Can we connect? So every day, daily, we are going to be having one-to-one doubts clarification sessions on the topics we are discussed on the same day. Clear? So you can see the daily live class, or you can watch the video. If you have any question, immediately you can just post me your question in a call or WhatsApp, so that I will be able to call you back and give you the reply whenever I get some time. So, or whenever you get a time, just post it and you will definitely get a call so that we can get one-to-one doubts clarification sessions as well on daily basis. Am I clear? So that is what is important thing, guys. And a lot of success stories I was talking about, right? And today, let us talk about completely the technology, right? So I was talking about yesterday what is IT industry is doing. So IT industry stands for information technology. IT industry is going to be storing your data. To store the data, there is a technology called SQL or DBMS. These are the different softwares under SQL. So SQL is going to be used to store your data. So we may use Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, Netezza, any one such software you can use to store your data, right? When you store the data, other two things we should, we were understood yesterday. One is called data analytics. The second one is called data science. If you have a data, one team is going to be understanding the past with your data. So data analytics means called as business intelligence. It is also called as BI. Business intelligence is also called as a data analytics or business analytics. Data analytics or business analytics or business intelligence. Clear? Understanding the past is called data analytics. And what was my sales in India last 3 years? Amazon company may ask you this kind of a reports. Clear? Data science is called as AI and ML deep learning. So these people are going to be predicting the future. Clear? So these people also needs a data. Clear? So without a data analytics cannot work or business intelligence cannot work. Without data, IT industry cannot run, and without data, your data science is not going to work. Clear? So data science means predict the future. Data analytics means understanding the past. Amazon company wanted to know what will be, right? What will be my sales in India next 3 years? What will be the rainfall in January 2025 in Hyderabad? So I wanted to predict something. So if you wanted to predict something, you need to give the data to the AI or artificial intelligence or the data science. So if you wanted to work with the data or if you wanted to perform data analytics or the data science, the raw material is data. Clear? Now the first question is that where is the data and what is the size of the data that you have? Let me talk about this. So many companies will have a lot, data. So if you take goonlinetrainings.com, what is the size of the data I have? Every month I'm going to be getting 1,000 inquiries. It is KB or megabyte of data only. Very, very small amount of data. That data I'm going to be storing in the Excel sheet. Or I may use a notebook, pen and paper also. I will be able to store my data. Yeah, am I clear? Now, my team is going to be storing, let us say, some serial number, student name, location of the student, right? Location of the student, and what is the course you wanted to have, date of enrollment, and what is the fee paid, and paid date, if at all, if they pay. So, for example, let me take your data. So, if you come and inquire with us, so we'll take number one, John inquired from USA. Course you wanted to have Power BI, and date of inquiry is 21st, let us say December 2022. He has inquired and paid some, $100, and the paid date may be, let us say January 12th, 2023, has joined the course. Clear? Like that, we have some data here. The second, Sita from, let us say, Hyderabad, she has joined. She wanted to have SQL and Power BI wanted to have, and same date she has inquired and she paid some amount. Let us say some $500. She has paid it. Clear? And I wanted to know when she has paid. She has paid on the same day. Like that, we have some data. So like that, three. Let us say Lakshmi, and from, let us say, Chennai, and she also needs, let us say, Java, she wanted to have it. So on the, let us say, 24th of December, and she is, paid some amount. She did not pay the amount, but she has inquired for the course. Like that, we are going to be getting a large amount of data. All the data is what is called as students' inquiries. Clear? When you have a small amount of data, companies are going to be using Excel sheets or a notepad. You can also open notepad. You will be able to write your data, but notepad is not very convenient. So smaller companies are going to be using for the data storage purpose. So Excel sheets, clear? So go online trainings companies data is going to be kilobyte of data, only megabyte of data every month. We are going to be getting, let us say 2 MB of data, 4 MB of data, all the data. We were able to store it here. Somebody is unmuted. Who's that? Can you just can you just mute, guys? Because it is being recorded. I wanted to. Okay, so where the data is getting stored in Excel sheets. So I'm going to be storing the data in Excel sheets, as well as I'm going to be computing the data, processing the data. How do you mean by processing? Next sheet I'll go. I wanted to create a summary. What is the summary you wanted to know? In the summary, I'm going to be writing what is the year number 2022. I wanted to know how many people have joined for the Jan for the Power BI course, for SQL course, and for Java course. I wanted to create a summary. Why? because my management is going to be asking the summary. Hey Bhaskar, how many people have joined or how many people have inquired for Power BI in 2022 January? I don't have the data, but if I have the data, I will be able to say 1, 2, 3, 4 like that based on the data. I will be able to write it here. I'll go. So we have 200 people inquired. We have 1200 people have inquired. We have 120 people have inquired. Like that, I'm going to be preparing a report, right? So let us say 178 people are inquired, 1500 people have inquired, Java 100 people have inquired. Like that, I'm going to be writing the data, right? Power BI. So 256 people have inquired. Let us say SQL. These many people have inquired, right? For the Java, again 120 people, or let us say 90 people have inquired. Clear? So I will be able to create a lot of report. So this is what is called a student's data, and this is a raw data. So raw data will not give you any information. When you create a summary manually, you will be able to understand some insights. What is the meaning? So you will be able to understand our BI inquiries are slowly increasing, but in this case it is only decrease, but otherwise most of the time it is going to be increasing. April month we have 450 and we have let us say 1600 and we have let us say 90. If you see, so here the inquiries are every month except 1 month it is increasing. So here also there is increasing trend and there is a decreasing trend or the stagnated. So by seeing this data, you will not be able to understand anything. But when you create this kind of a summary report, you will be able to understand the things like that. So this is what is called a raw data. You will not be able to understand anything when somebody gives you that raw data. So in Excel, what normally we do manually, we are going to be creating this kind of a reports. Now, instead of seeing the data like this, what I'm trying to do, I go to insert, I will be able to go and create a lot of charts. When I click on this, you will be able to get a lot of charts and you will be able to go, whatever be the chart that you wanted to have, you will be able to simply go and try to create some charts. What is this? I wanted to go and create some chart here. So you will be able to get a beautiful chart here. Whatever be the chart that you wanted to have it, you will be able to see the beautiful charts here. More this kind of a chart, bar chart, this chart, what kind of chart you wanted to have it, you will be able to create a beautiful chart here. Have you seen this? It is clearly telling you SQL is booming in the January month, but the next one is Power BI and the bottom the course is called Java. You will be able to convert. You will be able to convert. So your normal number data into visualizations. Clear? So people are going to be giving you this kind of a raw data. So this kind of a raw data will be given to a team of Excel experts, and they will be doing a lot of manual calculations, or they do some kind of a small VB expressions, and they will be able to create this kind of a reports, and further they will be able to go and create a lot of charts. So that is what is called business intelligence and data analytics, means convert raw data into meaningful insights with the help of using a chart. Clear? But Excel can, so now processing means creating the summary. So the summary is also called as a reporting. Many will say it is a reports, or somebody will say this is called as a, today people are calling this as a dashboard. Clear? So people will be telling you, create a dashboard for this data and submit to me. So this is a textual data, but you will be able to create a lot of charts also. You will be able to have it. So whatever Excel is doing, same thing Power BI is going to be doing. Power BI is for the large amount of data. When you have a billions of data, trillions of data, Excel sheet will fail. You will not be able to create a beautiful summary reports, or you will not be able to create a beautiful KPIs. People are going to be calling this as a KPIs, key performance indicators, or simply summary, or people will be calling as a reports or dashboard, whatever it is. So what are the number of inquiries we got it? So at the same time, they want to understand what is the amount they have got it. In the January month, they have received $10,000, $12,000, let us say $2,000, right? So it is amount the company has received, let us say $12,000 and 13, like that. They have received only $1,200. So what is the amount we are able to create separate summary, because amounts column is here and number of inquiries we can simply count the data. So that data is also available there. Yeah, am I clear? So using this raw data, you will be able to create a lot of summary reports. Yeah, am I clear? So this is what is called a simple data analytics. Creating a summary, using the summary, you will come to know whether this is increasing or decreasing. You will be able to easily compare the data and take a decision, right? If it is decreasing, I want to understand why lot of Java inquiries we are not able to get it. What is the reason for it? Faculty is not so good. I need to change the faculty, or the timings in which we are providing that is not suitable for many people. So that is the reason many students are not inquiring, not joining the course. So whatever be the reason, that I need to identify and I need to give a solution to the the problem. So what is the problem here? By seeing the data, I'm able to understand Java is slowly, a number of inquiries are decreasing. When I inquired, so Java faculty is not so good. So immediately I have to take a decision. What is my decision? Either I have to change my faculty, otherwise I need to close Java course. Yeah, am I clear? So data analytics can give you a reports on the past data, right? It is understanding the past, because 2022 data I'm talking about. So now we are in the month of year of 2024 or 2025, and you will be able to go to last month data and you can analyze how was the sales in the last month, how was the sales in the previous month. Like that, you will be able to understand the past always and take the beautiful decisions. That is what is called data analytics. Data analytics is also called as a decision making platform. Clear? So when you have a small amount of data, companies are going to be using Excel sheet will be your data analytical tool, and manually you will be able to create a lot of reports. Smaller companies even today, they're going to be using Excel, like goonlinetrainings.com. But think about Amazon company or State Bank of India. Every day they don't get lakhs of, they don't get thousands of data. Lakhs of transactions are going to be happening every day, right? So I'm talking about millions of data every day. So the data size will be millions of data. Million means what? 10 lakhs is equivalent to 1 million. You have to know 1 million is equivalent to what? 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs, right? 1 billion is equivalent to, do you know what is 1 billion? Billion is equivalent to 100 crore. Clear? So everybody is using a phone pay application, right? Do you know what is a phone pay 1 month data? 1 month data, 7 billion. That means 1 month data, 700 crore data. You see the data size? 1 month data, I'm talking about phone pay application, right? This much of a data, can you analyze in your Excel sheets? Can you keep the data in Excel and can you create a summary? You'll go mad. Clear? So storing is not the, you cannot use the Excel as a storing tool. So we are going to be using different tools. Clear? So when you have millions of data, billions of data, we will not be able to store them in the normal Excel sheets. That is when we are going to be using SQL. Clear? Or it is also called as a database management system, relational database management system, or the tools or the softwares. Clear? Only for the storing data. But who's going to be processing the data? We are going to be processing the data. Processing means computing the data. Clear? Who's going to be processing the data? When you have a small amount of data, Excel tool can do everything. But when you have a large amount of data, storing purpose, we're going to be using SQL or RDBMS. Language like C, C++, Java, .NET can be used to store your data, right? For example, what are the SQL tools? The popular tool is called Oracle by Oracle company. Microsoft company is SQL Server is from the Microsoft company SQL software. Clear? Microsoft. Then the popular IBM company is also given you one tool called DB2, Database 2000. Then you have one more tool from IBM company. This is Netiza. Then we have MySQL. This is a free software from MySQL organization, right? Then you have Postgre, Postgres or PostgreSQL. So this is one of the SQL software or RDBMS software, and we have Sybase and we have Teradata. Thousands of tools are available in the market to store the large amount of data. For example, I wanted to store a lot of blood. So I will use the blood bank. I have lot of blood banks, Apollo Hospital blood bank. I have Kim's Hospital blood bank. I have Chiranjeevi blood bank. I have a lot of blood bank. You can go to one blood bank. You will be able to store your blood. Clear? I have a lot of gold. You have a gold bank. You have a lot of data. To store a lot of data, IT industry is going to be maintaining a data banks. So Oracle company's data bank. SQL Server is a Microsoft company's data bank. You will be able to store your data. Clear? So if you wanted to go, for example, today you go to bank and you wanted to withdraw some cash. Where is the bank data? Bank data may be storing in Oracle, may be stored in SQL Server. You use PhonePe application, you do some transaction, you use some UPI transactions, right? Where is the data of PhonePe? Maybe in Oracle, maybe in SQL Server, maybe in DB2. We don't know. So PhonePe is a Android application that will not be able to store your data. PhonePe is sending the data to the Oracle SQL Server that we do not know. Clear? When you have a large amount of data is getting stored here, but I wanted to compute the data, process the data. So I'm going to be using C++, Java, .NET or Python, any language you can use, right? Any language you can use, you will be able to compute the data. For example, I have 10 and 20. So this is the data. I wanted to know what is the sum. Sum is a processing. It will be 30. What is the average? Average is equivalent to 15. What is the minimum? Minimum is a 10. What is the maximum? Maximum is 20. What is the count? How many values are there? Counting is 2, right? I wanted to sort the data in ascending order or the descending order. Now tell me, what are these? All of them are called as a processing. All of them are called processing. For the processing of a large amount of data, you are going to be using these languages. Am I clear? C, C++, Java, .NET, Python. One of the language you're going to be using it. Clear? So I'm not going to be talking about only two numbers here. We're going to be talking about billions and trillions of data, at least GBs of data. So you assume every month. So this is what is called a processing or computing means. Computing means what? This is the data I have it. On these two numbers, I'm able to do everything manually, right? But when you have a billions of trillions of data, you will not be able to do all of them manually. That is where we're going to be using a computers. Clear? Software industry is going to be there to store the large amount of data and to compute large amount of data here. Clear? Now you assume every month Amazon company is getting, let us say, 500 GB of data per month. So 12 months data, if you wanted to get it, it will be 6,000 GBs of data. Clear? So when you convert into terabytes, it will be 6 terabytes, but I want to maintain 10 years of data. So each year 6 terabytes, right? Each year 6 terabytes into 10 years. So 10 years of data will be 60 terabytes of data. Clear? So normal companies data will not grow like this, but I am talking about State Bank of India. I'm talking about Amazon company. I'm talking about Flipkart company. I'm talking about Walmart or ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Deutsche Bank. Any banking data will be millions and trillions every month, every day. Clear? You will be able to get GBs of data means you will be able to store the data in the simple SQL or RDBMS or database management system, right? Data bank means database. Database means what? Data bank where you're going to be storing large amount of data. But when you have a terabytes of data, these systems are going to be failing. So normal SQL cannot store your data when you have a terabytes of data. So I'm talking about now billions of data, right? So we are talking about now crores of data. It is a terabytes of data. So normal SQL cannot store. This is where we are going to be using the data warehouse tools. You should not write a data space house. It is a single word. Or you cannot write like this also. It is also wrong. So this is also wrong. This is the right spelling. Data warehouse. You need to write like this. So to store terabytes of data, even normal Oracle, normal SQL Server, normal RDBMS will fail. We are going to be using specialized systems in the IT industry. These are called data warehousing softwares or data warehousing tools. Am I clear? So if you wanted to process this amount of a data, so people are started using BI tools, business intelligence tools, when you have a large amount of data, if you wanted to process. Now, what is a data warehousing? In the layman understanding, it is a large hardware, you need to buy it, and what software you need to install inside that. SQL software only you're going to be installing it. Clear? You may install Oracle, you may install SQL Server or a DB2 or a Netezza or a Postgres or a Sybase or Teradata. One of the software you're going to be installing here to create your data warehouse, but large hardware you have to buy it. Clear? Let me give you simple example. I wanted to install SQL in my laptop. What is my laptop configuration? As I told you, my system configuration is a 4 GB of RAM and minimum 1 terabyte of hard disk. Disk means hard disk I'm talking about, right? Disk. And it is a disk hard disk and i5 processor I'm having it. Clear? So in my system, this is the configuration. I have installed SQL software. SQL means what? Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, Teradata, any one software I have installed, I have downloaded and I'm able to install it there. The problem is that I'm having a maximum, what is the capacity of my hard disk? 1 terabyte. What is the maximum data I can store? Only 1 terabyte, right? That is the laptop size. So this is the configuration you should also buy if you wanted to work with the Power BI. Minimum 4 GB of RAM and the hard disk can be 512 GB or 1 terabyte of hard disk. That is fine. Processor can be i3, i4, i5 processor. You don't buy Celeron processors. In yesterday, I have given you the laptop configurations. People who missed yesterday's class must watch that video. If you don't have the video, you can talk to us, you can call us. We will be able to give you yesterday's video as well. So hi-fi processor I'm going to be using. If I install SQL, maximum data I can store is this much. But other way, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to buy a bigger computer. I'm taking 200 GB of RAM, very big RAM. I am buying not one, I am going to be buying 100 terabyte of hard disk. Not only one processor, I am buying, let us say, 500 processors. Not only one processor, 500 processors. It is a very, very big machine. But inside this machine, I'm going to be installing SQL software. Now, this machine is called as a data warehousing machine. Clear? So, data warehouse means what? Software wise, there is no difference. Software wise, there is no difference. But hardware wise, you have to buy a bigger hardware. Clear? You have to buy a bigger hardware. This data warehouse is called as a Oracle data warehouse, or you can say SQL Server data warehouse, or DB2 data warehouse, or Netezza data warehouse, or Teradata data warehouse. Clear? In layman understanding, I'm telling you, data warehouse. Warehouse means a go down. Go down cannot be built. You know, small, right? It is very, very big in the size. Clear? So if you're talking about data warehousing, data warehouse means a large hardware where same SQL software we're going to be installing. So what are the SQL softwares that I was talking about? Now, so we have these many. So SQL softwares are available. You can install one of them in the bigger machines. Yeah, am I clear, guys? So this is what is the beauty. Clear? So can you hear me clearly? Or if you have any questions, you should be able to ask me. Guys, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, I wanted to tell you data warehousing is large hardware and these machines are going to be available where? So these are available in the data centers. When you go, you will be able to go and look for data centers. Okay. So many people are talking about data centers, right? Let me show you data centers. Now, when you go to images, so these are called data centers. Now, these are the machines. So this could be one data warehousing machine. This will be one more machine. So here the companies are going to be storing the data. Clear? So this see, these are the data centers, very, very bigger machines. The companies like Amazon company, Microsoft company, Google company, they will be able to store large amount of servers. All the data is going to be stored. So this is each and everything could be your data center. Different servers they're going to be maintaining here. Now see the bigger data centers, the very, very bigger machines we're talking about. Clear? So all the these machines are going to be maintained by the DBA team. Clear? So all over the world, you will be able to have bigger machines, and so that all these machines are going to be storing your company's data. Am I clear? So this is what you got to understand. Data centers, you are not going to be installing and preparing. DBA team, database administration team. So those people are going to be installing the, buying the bigger hardware and installing the SQL software and buying the licenses, and they'll be maintaining. And you take this data, you will be able to process your data. So with the help of a BI, so we have first BI is SaaS BI, then we have a SAP BI, SAP BI, then we have Oracle BI. Then later, Microsoft got into this space, MS BI, Microsoft Intelligence. Then after that, we have a Tableau BI got into this space. Then today, we have a Power BI also. Today, we have a Power BI also. Lot of tools are available in the space. Why languages are not used? Because language, if I use to process the data, I have to write so much of a coding. If you write so much of a coding, you have to take a lot of time from the customer, right? If you're taking a lot of time, budget will be more because for every day, the customer has to give you the salary for you, right? So more coding, more time, more budget, and more mistakes also when you write the coding. Clear? If you wanted to minimize all of them, so IT industry introduced BI tools into the market, business intelligence tools, where no coding or low coding, where no coding and low coding, within a fraction of seconds and minutes, you will be able to create a beautiful dashboard. You will be able to create a beautiful insights with the data, and only for the storing purpose we need to use data warehouse. No coding is there. So this is how the companies slowly started from the coding to no coding or low coding. Am I clear? Now, if you say IT industry started in 1920, Charles Babbage invented a computer. So this is when the invention of computers happened. After that, we have 1930 language, 1940 you get a language called A language. 1940 you got a language called B, right? 1950, you got a language called B. 1960, you got a language called C, right? Lot of issues are available here, and the people not able to use language A, language B, they were only talking about how to process the data. Clear? And they do not have anything in the IT industry. In 1970s, IT industry invented a sequel. So this is where we can talk about storing a data, and C language is going to be used earlier to process your data. Am I clear? And now you got a lot of issues with the C language later. Then in later you got C plus plus is called advanced C. They got it. Advanced C is called as a C plus plus language. Clear? So when it is got released, it is got deleted in 1970s. It got created. C language in 1960. Then you have advanced in 1970s. Then you have a lot of other language. Java is introduced in 1980. So all these to process your data. Then you have a Python is also introduced that time only. Python is not a new language, which is very, very old language. So these two languages, even Java and Python, got implemented in 1980s only. Remember that, right? So 1980s, these languages got introduced. Clear? So SQL introduced 1970s, and all these are going to be used to process your data. But why many people are not studying C language? Why many people are not studying C++? Why everybody is studying Python today? Python is not a new language, that is a very old language. But why Python is more popular today? Because people are habituated towards no coding or low coding. Python is easy language when you compare with C, C++, and Java. Remember, Python is very, very easy. People does not want to code much. If you wanted to learn C, C is a very complex language. C++ is even more complex. Even Java is also very, very complex. To learn Java, you need to have 2 years of time. Full stack Java means Java starting to ending. Full stack means all the Java topics are going to be covered in that. You have C, you have core Java, advanced Java, you have a strat, you have a lot of things are going to be there. Full stack means complete Java. So in that lot of varieties are you have. So full stack means you will take 2 years to understand full stack of Java. So Python you can learn within 30 days. Within 1 month, any non IT people can understand. You're a BCom guy, learn Python. It is very, very easy. You're a botany zoology guy, you're an accountant in the company, you're a housewife, you can learn Python language very, very easily. So that is the reason why many companies are started using Python today. You learn data science, they'll say, hey, you learn Python today, because without Python, you will not be able to do any kind of a data processing in your data science. Clear? Data science, if you wanted to learn, you should know SQL and you should know Python. Data engineering, if you wanted to do, you have to know SQL and you need to know Python. Clear? So all these are prerequisite. Why Python is so popular today? Because very, very simple. Clear? So like that. So Excel, that is not worry about Excel. SQL is introduced 1970 and languages are before that 1960s. Clear? 1960s the languages have been introduced and data warehousing is introduced, right? Data warehousing is introduced in 1990s in the uh, market, and the BI tools have been introduced year 2000 into the market. Clear? So you need to understand at least the history about data warehousing. So when you have a small amount of data, we can go with this, and you need to write so much of a coding here. So IT industry is slowly transformed coding to no coding or low coding from year 2000 onwards. Clear? So when you have so much of a data, you can tool these tools. Let me talk about these tools. So we have the first BA tools in the IT industry. These are very, very complex tools and costly licenses you have, and only one tool the company is going to be giving, that is to create a beautiful reports and dashboards. Reporting tool, it is going to be, these are called earlier, BA tools, reporting tools. You can create a beautiful charts and everything with the SAS BA, SAP BA, Oracle BA, OBA. So only one tool. Clear? And very, very costly. And Microsoft, so this is started in year 2000, right? Microsoft given a super duper offer to the IT industry in year 2005. They have released MSBA. So MSBA means what? Microsoft BA. Microsoft told, hey, companies, you don't get into only these are year 2000, right? So this is Microsoft is released this software in year 2005. They told, I will give you not only one tool, three tools I will be able to give you. One is called SSIS, second one is called SSRS, third one is SSRS and SSAS. This is what is called ETL tool. We will understand in tomorrow's class. This is a analysis tool. You can analyze your data with the help of this. We can create a beautiful reports and everything. What is the reporting and everything? We will discuss in later classes. And you take my tool, I will be able to give you lot many things. Now you tell me, people were buying Nokia phones. Only you can speak. But later you have a Samsung and Apple iPhone introduced. You have a camera. You have a lot of other things got introduced. You have a torchlight. You have a calendar. You have a lot of things introduced into the phone. So people stopped using a Nokia. People buying a lot of Samsung phones and Apple iPhones. Why? Lot of things you can have in the phone. So people were getting only one tool, and that too very complex and costly, and complete IT industry because of Microsoft brand. So MSBA started using what Microsoft told, which is free for you, or one third cost I'm going to be, giving you. So companies completely changed to store the data. They were using data warehousing, and for the processing the data, creating reports and visualizations, they were not using SAS BA, SAP BA, Oracle BA. All companies have migrated to Microsoft BA. Clear? So three tools you will be able to get it. So this is the beautiful story, and this is introduced in the year 2005. But suddenly in the year 2010, what has happened? There is a one more company. The company name is called Salesforce Company. The company called Salesforce Company. They have released a software called Tableau BI. Clear? So this company, however, Microsoft company released MSBI. Salesforce is the company. They have released Tableau BI. They told, hey, hey, hey. So it is a completely self-service BI. What is the meaning? No technical knowledge is required. No technical knowledge is required. So anybody, they will be able to work with this, and this is what is called, they have told. Clear? No technical knowledge is required. Any MBA guy, BCom guy, if you're a manager, if you wanted to create a report, you're an MBA guy, or you're a operational head, or you're a region level manager, you wanted to create a lot of reports and give it to your boss. Now you need not to go to this, because here a technical team is going to be doing all the activities. So SSRS, SSAS, SSIS means a technical expertise. Developers are going to be creating a visualizations, creating a lot of reports. A non-technical people like managers, people in managers, CEOs, or you will say your CTO and MBA guys, all these people end of the day wanted to have your reports, right? Your reports, you're not going to be using in the company. You're going to be creating a report for the managers in the company. Managers are going to be giving you the data. They'll ask you to prepare a report. That report they will be able to analyze. You don't analyze it. As a data analyst, you don't analyze the data of the company. You are going to be preparing a report and giving it to them. Clear? So now the Tableau BA company told, it is a self-service BA tool. No technical knowledge is required. So anybody can prepare a beautiful report. A technical guy, non-technical guy can prepare a beautiful reports. Now all the industry slowly started using Salesforce. Now to create a reports, so SSRS, the tool we were using it. Clear? And the Tableau BI is completely overtaken the SSRS of MSBI. So Microsoft will not keep quiet, right? So they are released one more software called Power BI. By which company? Microsoft. When in 2015, they told we are going to give you Power BI software. What is this? It is also self-service BA. No coding is required, no knowledge is required. Anybody can learn this tool within 1 hour. You can learn. Non-technical guys can learn these tools, either Tableau BI, Power BI. They will be able to learn within 1 hour. Clear? So that is the thing. But only problem with the Tableau BI is, which is very, very costly. Because of this reason, Tableau BI is gone beyond, and this guy gone up. Clear? This guy gone up. Now Power BI is rocking. When you go to Google Trends, when you go to Google and Google Trends, you have a, this one, right? When you go to Google Trends, right? So you will be able to explore the things when you go to Google Trends. When you click on explore, you will be able to search. Let me give you Power BI, right? Microsoft Power BI, and compare with the Tableau software. Tableau software, when you compare it, you will be able to see this color indicates Power BI. This color indicates what? Power BI. This color indicates Tableau BI. Tableau BI somewhere here. Have you seen this? Now, slowly, Tableau BI is coming down, and the Power BI, you can see it is going up, and it is, more than this, you will be able to see. Clear? And a lot of other companies also have a lot of softwares, but we are competitor to the Tableau BI. Clear? So Tableau BI is a completely, what kind of a software it is? It is completely self-service BI software. Means any non-technical people can create a beautiful reports on their own. So if you wanted to learn Power BI, so what is the prerequisite? Nothing. If you know 2 plus 2 equals to 4, you're eligible for Power BI. You're a housewife, you're eligible. You're a non-technical guy, you can learn Power BI, because the prerequisite is nothing. Anybody can learn Power BI. Power BI similar to your Facebook, Insta, or your youtube.com. Anybody can get their data. Anybody can create a beautiful reports with the help of a Power BI. What is the prerequisite? నాకేమి తెలియాలి పవర్ బి నేర్చుకోవాలంటే nothing. You need not know anything. But why are we learning SQL? If you wanted to get into IT industry, Power BI cannot use independently. So you need to know how to get the data from SQL. So that is the reason, if you wanted to become a Power BI developer, your interviewer is going to be asking you a lot of SQL questions. Clear? So learning Power BI can be done independently. You need not know anything. But why are we learning SQL? In the day one, I told you, you must also learn SQL, right? Without that, you will not be able to get into IT industry. But learning Power BI purpose, SQL is not needed. But getting the job, if you wanted to get a job, SQL you need to know clearly. Am I clear? So this is what is the story you have to know about BA tools. But the story does not end here. Now, you have data. If it is there in billion and crores, we can store the data in the data warehousing. But the data today is crossed beyond this limitation. What is the data size today? Today, data size is not in a billion, it is in a trillions. So trillions means it is a petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yollabyte of data. This is what is called as a big data. So they have given a special name to this. Okay. Till this, they were talking about all this data, IT industry calling this data, whether it is a KBs of data, GBs of data, or whether it is a terabyte of data. Till this data is called as a small data. So according to IT industry. Okay. IT industry given a specialized name, all this data is called as small data. So till this data is also IT industry calling as a small data. Now we have a big data. This name has been given by Google company. In when? In 2003. Clear? This company said if you get unlimited data, so that is remaining data is called as a big data. So till this data, we're calling it a small data, till terabytes of data, petabyte, zettabyte, vitabyte of data is called as a big data. So if you wanted to store this kind of a data, you need to have a software. The software is called Hadoop. Clear? Hadoop is released in the year 2005 by Apache company. You will be able to store unlimited data. You will be able to process your unlimited data. So this is the latest software that you have in the IT industry. So this is called Hadoop. You will be able to use a single software to store your data, to process your data. You have unlimited data we are talking about. Clear? So these are the data storing and processing technologies IT industry is going to be using currently. You don't have any other tools today to store your data, to process your data. You may be talking about large amount of big data, social media data, YouTube data, and any other data. Where the data? All the data is now stored in the Hadoop. If it is a petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte, yollabyte of data, that even data warehousing cannot store, because every day you're getting so much of a videos uploaded in youtube.com, so much of a content is available in your Instagram, photos, videos, audios, chats, lot of products will be sold in the Instagram, lot of advertisements. All this data is a big data. Clear? Instagram data, Facebook data, your sensors data, your social media data, your business data is put together big amount of data today that normal systems cannot store them. But in year 2003 onwards, because of internet availability, because of hardware becoming so cheaper, and the social media apps have been released after year 2000 onwards, a lot of data getting created. That is the reason in the year 2003 Google company experienced this kind of a big data, right? Then they have told, so we do not have anything to store this much of a data, so we need to invent something. So big data idea, big data concepts. If you have a large amount of data, how do we store? How do we process? Right? How do we, clean the data? All these things, they have discussed, and they have released a paper in the year 2003, big data. So taking the paper, there's a foundation, there's a company. The company is called Apache. What is the company? Apache company released a software. This is from Apache Software Foundation, which is a free organization. They don't charge anything. So this will be free. What will be free? Hadoop software will be free software, open source software given by this foundation. When? 2006. But founder of big data concepts by Google company in 2003. If you have a large amount of data, all these things will fail. All of them are going to be failing. So today we are going to be using Hadoop, but Hadoop has a lot of issues. Because of that, Apache Software Company released one more software called Spark. These are called Apache Hadoop or Apache Spark. So Apache Spark is going to be used to store your data, process your data. This is released in the year 2009. If you wanted to store large amount of data today, Apache Spark is being used. Hadoop is an old software. Clear? So what is the moral of the story or the summary here? So you have different varieties of data storage and processing elements are available, so that you need to know. Clear? I will give you a simple example and stop the uh, demo. So tomorrow we'll talk about what is ETL and what is, where is the ETL and everything. I was talking about these three tools, right? Tomorrow I'll be able to talk about this. And today, let me just give you a brief introduction about these three, and I'll stop the demo. So if you wanted to go to, let us say, supermarket, you wanted to buy some vegetables, how do you go? You can go by walk, or you can go by cycle, or you can go by bike. because it is 3 to 4 kilometers or less than 1 kilometers from your house. So how do you go? You can go by a bike or go by a walk or go by a cycle, right? When you have a small amount of data, we can use Excel, right? I wanted to go to 500 kilometers. Can I use a cycle and go? No, 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 no. Can I use a bike and go? No, 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 no. Can I use different tool? Yes. What is the tool? I take my car and go, or I go by bus, or I go by train. So we are changing the tools. So when the data is more, we are not using Excel, we are using SQL. When the distance is more, we are using a train or the bus or the car. 500 kilometers I need to go. Let me choose different tools. Clear? I wanted to go to Dubai from India or US from India. Can I go by a bus or the train? No, 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 no. I have to go by a flight. When you have a large amount of data, I have to use data warehousing tools. I cannot use a simple SQL software with the less hardware and everything. I need to use a flight to go to Dubai or USA. Clear? I wanted to go to moon or the Mars. Can I go by a flight? No, 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 no. I wanted to go to unlimited distance I need to cover. Big area I wanted to cover. I'm going to be using a rocket. Clear? So you cannot say, I'm going to be using a rocket everywhere. No, no. Even though you're rich, you cannot use a rocket everywhere. So Apache Spark, Apache Hadoop, you cannot use every time. It depends upon the data size that the company has. Clear? So even the Elon Musk is a risk. He will come by car only. He will not, come by a rocket since he has a lot of money, right? So money is not going to be the decision maker here. It is a completely size of the data. Clear? However, you have different tools are available to reach different destination. In IT industry also, we have different tools to store your data. Excel sheets, KB, MBs of data, GBs of data, normal SQL softwares in a smaller hardware, big amount of data. You can go in for SQL with the large hardware called data warehousing tools. If you have unlimited data, big amount of data, that is when we're going to be using either Apache Hadoop or we can use Apache Spark. Apache Hadoop is completely gone. Clear? People are going to be using Apache Spark. So big data, if you wanted to use, you are going to be using this. Now, these are the data tools. Now, what is the story summary? You may have data in Excel, right? Or you may have data in SQL, or you may have data in data warehousing, or you may have a data in your Hadoop or the Spark. Hadoop or the Spark. This is what is called big data. So I have the data. Who's going to be using data? So one guy is called BI. BI means business intelligence or a data analytical people are going to be using this data, creating a lot of reports and visualizations. They will be able to understand the past, right? So one more guys are going to be using your data. These people are called as AI guys. AI means artificial intelligence. They're going to be taking the data. They will be able to predict your data, predict the future. Clear? So all that data, this data will be historical data, means old data. So they don't get the new data, historical data. Clear? So this data is called as a batch data. This data is called as a large data, batch data, historical data, old data, read-only data. Clear? Now today, if you have a data, two applications can work on the data. Data may be coming from Excel, data may be coming from SQL, data may be coming from data warehousing, data may be coming from Hadoop Spark. So when you have a large amount of data, Spark and this one is going to be using. So AI needs to get the data. So and BI also needs to get the data. So who's going to be giving the data? So one more guy is going to be called as a data engineer. So data engineer is going to be working with your data warehousing systems, Hadoop and Spark systems. Clear? Because SQL is not very important, but most of the time we are going to be using a data warehousing system or Hadoop and Spark system to use the data. Your AI applications, your BI applications wanted to get the data means somebody has to create a data warehouse for you. Somebody has to create a big data Hadoop and Spark system for you. Who's the person called? The person is called data engineer. Clear? So data engineering guy is going to be understanding SQL. Data engineering guy is going to be understanding data warehousing and Hadoop and Spark. Data engineering is the guy who's going to be getting the data, cleaning the data, storing the data into the data warehousing and Apache Spark and Apache Hadoop systems. Clear? So later, data scientist AI people are going to be consuming the data, or a Power BI Tableau people are going to be consuming the data from any one of the systems. So these are smaller systems in the company, but these are the bigger systems in the company. Am I clear? So who's going to be preparing data for the AI and BI guys? So data engineering, get the data, clean the data, store the data in the different platforms. So normally we are going to be talking about terabyte of data, petabyte is zettabyte of data. So data engineering is the guy who's going to be understanding data warehousing concept, Hadoop Spark concept, and SQL concept. Lot of things he has to know. Clear? So you people should know SQL and Power BI very well if you want to become a Power BI developer. If you wanted to learn AI, you need to know SQL, data warehousing, and blah. Plus, you need to learn machine learning and deep learning algorithms. Clear? So machine learning and deep learning algorithms will take a minimum 1.5 years to understand. Plus, you need to know maths and statistics. AI people should know SQL and Python. Artificial intelligence, if you wanted to learn, what is that a prerequisite? You need to know SQL first for 2 months, and Python 1 month you need to know. Python is a very big course. Python also you can learn for 6 months. But 6 months of Python you don't require. You need to know 1 month of Python. Clear? So don't go into AI side. AI is very complicated. Clear? You have to know mathematics, you have to know coding, you need to know statistics. All of them you need to know. Don't jump into AI. AI will take 18 months course. BI, business intelligence means data analytics. SQL you need to learn. Data warehousing you need to learn. ETL concept you need to learn. And Power BI you need to learn. So this is a 3 months course. BI means data analytics. Clear? So 3 months you can get a job. That too, minimum 2 to 3 years of experience when you put, you will be able to get a minimum 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50 lakhs of salary packages are available as a data analyst. If you wanted to become a data engineer, you have to learn one more course called Apache, Spark, and Hadoop. Clear? So data warehousing you should know, Apache Spark you should know, and Python also you should know if you wanted to become a data engineer. Clear? So data engineering will be having a little more coding. No coding means data analytics. More coding and more complex activities means you can go in for AI and ML. Clear? I have given you 3 courses. One is called data analytics. The second thing I was talking about data engineering. The third one I was talking about AI and artificial intelligence. Your chat GPT today is a application getting the data from here, and your chat GPT I was using. Chat GPT is getting the data from where? It is going to be getting the data from your Hadoop and Spark, or not Hadoop, it is a Spark. Very big machines Microsoft is going to be using, and the Chat GPT is getting data from here, and the Spark is being maintained by Apache. Being maintained by Microsoft team. So you have to maintain complete world's data in the big Spark systems. This is very complicated one. Who's going to be maintaining this? A data engineering team is going to be maintaining this. Who's going to be maintaining this? Is data engineering team is going to be maintaining. So on this data, AI team is going to be creating a application called Chat GPT. Now you are going to be using your end user. But where is the data coming from? For Chat GPT data, Chat GPT is a AI application. It is getting the data from the Hadoop system or the Spark system. Clear? Spark is a free software. Hardware, you need to buy it. Software wise is a free because Apache software, it is a foundation, which is not a commercial organization, which is a free foundation. So you can just get the any software for free. So that is the beauty. Oracle is a paid software, right? SQL Server is a paid software, but Apache Spark, Apache Hadoop is completely free softwares. Am I clear? Hardwares you need to buy to store the data. Software you can install from the Google and install it. You can download from Google and install it. Apache Spark. Apache Spark, if you wanted to learn, you have to know SQL concept, data warehousing concept, plus Python concepts also you have to know. Am I clear? So no coding means data analytics. Little coding means data engineering. This is the first job, data analytics. Second job, data engineering. You can become a data engineer by learning this very well. SQL you should know, plus Python you should learn. You can become what? A data engineer. And artificial intelligence means you need to know SQL, you need to know, and Python also you should learn. AI people, Python and ML, the deep learning, machine learning, plus you need to know stats and maths. Clear? So this is the third role I'm going to be talking about on the data. Data will give you a lot of opportunities. If you are in either data analytics or a data engineering or the data science side means you will get crores of rupees in your lifetime, I'm telling you. So you have a lot of opportunities in the data side. As long as data is there, you are there. Remember that. Clear? So we will be talking about tomorrow what is MSBA, what is ETL, what is analysis, what is this reporting, and what is a Power BI in depth. We're going to be discussing in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow is the final demo, same time and same meeting ID you can use. You will be able to enroll in tomorrow's batch also. You can join morning 8 o'clock. And guys, if you're planning for if coming for first time, you have to fill this form. This form I have given. So if you fill the form, daily recorded videos are going to be given. Plus tomorrow I'm going to be discussing about the fee. Fee discounts will be given. People have filled this form. Otherwise, you are not eligible to get the discounts. Am I clear? So basic Python is needed. Okay. So basic Python is needed if you wanted to become a data engineer or a data analytics. So data analytics, what are we learning? As I told you, only if you learn Power BI, nobody will recruit you. Power BI is a self-service BA. Any non-technical people can learn, right? Maggie noodles, anybody can prepare. So it does not mean that you can become a chef, right? So Power BI is equivalent to your Maggie noodles, right? You need not know cooking. Still, you can buy Maggie noodles and prepare because self-service food that is. Clear? So Power BI is similar to your Maggie noodles. Anybody can work with that. Even though you failed 10th class 10 times, you can still use Power BI. Power BI is advanced of advanced of Excel. Clear? So if you know basic of Excel or you don't know Excel, nothing to worry. Power BI you can learn independently. I told you, if you wanted to learn Power BI, if you know 2 plus 2 equals to 4, you can start learning Power BI, right? But you cannot get a job. So that is the reason many people will come. Sir, I have learned only Power BI. I'm not able to crack any interview because, as I told you, SQL Server we are going to be learning. 60% of interview concepts are going to be coming from here. These people only learning 20 days of Power BI. They will say, "Sir, I know Power BI. I need to get a job." These people cannot get job forever in their whole life, right? And they will be paying 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs for the proxies. You get the job, you go inside, and the manager can catch you. This guy does not know any SQL. Immediately, you lose the job. So, only Power BI today, if you learn, you don't get a job. So, we are teaching Power BI, we are teaching SQL Server, we are giving you one ETL SSIS and data warehousing concept. We are giving you this one. So all of them today data analytics means not only Power BI. Remember, many people are learning this. And this is how the brokers are, telling you, I will give you a job, pay me 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. You go mad. You will not be able to get any job if you learn Power BI because Power BI is easy tool. Now tell me if you know how to prepare a Maggie noodles, can you become a chef in the hotel? You cannot, right? So Power BI is very simple tool. But what is the understanding SQL, you need to know 60% of SQL, you need to know. 60% of interview questions are coming from here. Remaining 40% interview questions will be asked in these domains. See, it is. So if you don't know SQL means in depth, you will not be able to become a data analytics, or forget about data analyst. You cannot jump into IT industry because IT is going to work with the data and process the data. You don't know anything about data. One of your brother told you learn SQL from udemy.com or youtube.com, or I will give you some free sites. You learn from there. You will not be able to learn. You will not be able to learn the basic SQL. If you learn, you will not be able to get a job at all. So we are going to be giving you all of them in depth, all the practical and complete in depth. You can get 95% of interview questions from my syllabus. So that is the beauty about it. People who are not able to crack jobs with other institution trainings, they're able to get 4 to 5 offer letters. Clear? So all of them we are going to be covering first month. This month and second month we are completely targeting towards these two courses, and third month I'm going to be teaching you this. Clear? So these are all these are called as data analytics. Now, what is the data engineering? So this is data engineering. SQL, Python, you need to know, and Spark and Azure, everything will be get covered. So Spark means this. Databricks is nothing but a Spark. Remember this, Apache Spark. Clear? If you wanted to become a data engineer, SQL you need to know, Python at least basic Python, not 30 days of Python you need to know, 30 hours. But Python will be 6 months course. So you need to know coding. Azure Data Factory we are going to be teaching, and the cloud fundamentals. What is Azure? What is the cloud? I'm going to be teaching, and data warehousing will be there. So what are we learning here? SQL, Python, Azure cloud fundamentals. Databricks means Spark we are going to be learning, and the data warehouse. That's it. So this is nothing but your Spark, SQL, and Python, and along with the some cloud fundamentals. So cloud could be your Azure and AWS. What is a cloud? I will be explaining in the later classes. You will be able to understand what is a cloud, what is a Azure very easily. We are going to be talking about cloud as well, because we are going to be using cloud also in our Power BI. Yeah, this is what is called data engineering. So this is a little more, a little coding, not more coding, at least little coding you need to have in this. This is also 3 months course. The last one I was talking about data science. Data scientist, prompt engineer, AI, LML engineer, advantage. So what are the things you need to learn? SQL you need to know here. I did not write the list. SQL you need to know. Python you need to know, right? So Python, basic Python you need to know. AI and ML will take a lot of data, and deep learning will take a lot of time. It will take 1.5 year time. So this will take 2 months. This will take 1 month. And plus you need to know stats very well, mathematics very well, right? So maths and stats you need to learn. So this will be complicated job to get into this directly. Either you can become a data analyst, work for 2 to 3 years, then become a data engineer. Still, if you have a time, you can become a AI or ML expert or a prompt engineer. Clear? So don't jump into AI and ML. It will take a lot of time, money, energy. You cannot get a job at all. So go a step by step. Clear, guys? So these are the courses, and tomorrow I will be talking about the final one. Tomorrow is the final demo, and today we spoken about what is the data and what kind of a data and where we can store the data. We have only four: Excel, SQL, data warehousing, and Apache Spark or Apache Hadoop to store your data. Clear? So tomorrow we'll have demo part number 3 of 3. Hope you have enjoyed this class. Any questions?
Sir,
Okay.
in
Yeah.
Power BI for processing data, can we need any languages?
Yeah. We'll discuss about all of them one by one. Okay. Na?
Okay.
Power BI is a data visualization tool. Power BI is what? Data visualization tool. It will create a lot of visualization. For the processing data, we'll do a lot of other things. Okay. We'll discuss one by one. So, any other questions you have, guys?
For data
Yeah.
analyst, Spark is no need, sir.
No, data engineering guy has to know that. Okay. Data analyst, the tools I have told you, right? These are the tools you need to know.
SQL and data warehouse.
ETL. Okay. SQL Server, Power BI. This is SSIS ETL tool. We're talking about data warehousing and SSAS. Am I clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, hi,
And this
sir.
is 3 months course. Yeah, tell me.
So it is enough for data only SQL. Some I have one doubt. So some of companies taking the data using the database like Oracle, SAP HANA, or Netiza like that. So they for the database side only we need to it is enough for SQL, or we need to learn a data
See,
Oracle,
all
SAP
of
HANA.
them are called SQL only, right? Whether it is Netiza or SQL Server, Oracle, all of them are going to be having a common language, SQL.
Okay,
If
okay.
you learn one tool, you know SQL very well. That's it. Okay. You will be able to work with any tool. You can use Oracle, you can use Oracle, SQL Server, or you can use MySQL, anything you can use. Netiza, Teradata, anything you can use.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what about the Sybase, sir?
Anything, any one tool you can use. If you know, see, Sybase is also SQL tool. If you see clearly, what I've told you in this one,
Yeah.
see clearly, I have mentioned, right? If you learn one tool, if you know Oracle, you can work with this. You can work with this. If you learn this tool, you can work with other tools also. Any one tool you need to learn. That's it. Okay.
Oh, okay, got
You
it.
may learn Oracle. You may learn SQL Server. You may learn DB2. Any one tool you should learn so that you will be able to work with any other tools. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. So why I'm choosing Microsoft SQL Server? Because we are using Power BI. Otherwise, you can also learn Oracle, but in depth of Oracle you should know, not basics. That is the point. Chalo.
Thank you.
Any other questions? So without a data, your AI will not work. Remember, your business and intelligence or data analytics will not work. That is the reason AI is booming today. Why AI is booming today? AI is the concept started in 1894, right? So it is concept is there last century itself. But why AI is not booming? AI does not have the data. So it took a lot of time to acquire the data. Now AI is booming because it has a lot of raw data available. Without data, your chat GPT will not work. Without data, data analytics will not work. So you need to understand that data has a lot of power. Data has more opportunities, right? If you have a data analytics guy, or if you're a data engineer, or if you're a AI and ML guy, you will have more and more opportunities. You utilize opportunities and try to get into data analytics because no coding or low coding course it is. Chalo guys.